Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Things, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Scorpio. Scorpio, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading cameras, and if you have Scorpio as a sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, or south node sign. A couple things to shout out here, and very, very important announcements for Scorpio. Specifically, the first one, quick shout out to my Etsy shop. This is a custom human design shirt that was designed by one of my patrons. Artist credits are on Etsy, but this says reflector. So this is the reflector type shirt in human design. So if you're a reflector, go check this out. Whatever your human design type is, go check out these shirts specifically. And the next biggest thing is, if you don't know, I created a Scorpio only group. It's a Scorpio cult on my Patreon, Scorpio tier. There is a wait list currently, but I'm about to open up a lot more slots because I had to just, get things established, and I wanted to connect with people on a more intimate level first before we go into the next thing. But I am about to start an official workshop for Scorpios starting in May. So just look out for that. The details are going to be sent via email. So sign up for the wait list right now. It's a limited amount of spaces right now. While we're going through retrograde, I'm going to be coaching you guys and guiding you on how to really learn what your Scorpio energy is, how to navigate it. If you don't know, I have a lot of Scorpio placements, and so I know very well how to utilize it to my advantage. And so I will be teaching you guys how to do that as well, especially in May. But again, it's a limited amount of spots, so get on the wait list so you can know as soon as I open more. And if you decide to opt out, or you can check periodically, sometimes people drop out of the group, you can join and take their place. But if you leave, you may not be able to get back in. So just saying. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to, Scorpio. More details coming for that. Also, quick shout outs to my Patreon. If you're seeing this, it was released early access on Patreon. All right. So Patreon has a lot of great benefits, y'all. Y'all need to get into it. So Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you with the blunt truth you need to hear. We're in retrograde, opposite sign in Taurus. So it is going to affect you. It's going to affect all the fixed signs, but specifically Taurus, Scorpio, and then Leo and Aquarius. But let's see what you need to hear. Oh, nah. It says you're not ready. And then it says dead end. Okay, so something that you're not ready for, or maybe there's something that's revealed to you that shows you that you need to take a step back before you move forward. You're not ready to move forward in something or a situation. Let's see what is hidden from Scorpios. What is hidden from Scorpios? You have 4 of Pentacles in reverse. That can also be your shadow work. Let's see what it says in my little booklet here. I love my booklet. All right, 4 of Pentacles. It says here. Oh, here it is. Okay. It says, be careful with your resources. It is a good time to save and be conservative with finances. Reserved, hoarding, and miserliness. Let me clarify one card here. Just one card. Let me clarify for Scorpio. 4 of Pentacles in reverse for what is hidden or some shadow work that Scorpio needs to navigate during the rest of April. You have Justice card in reverse. Okay. There's some type of imbalance here. It could be imbalance with your finances. Maybe you need to take some more time to go through and look at what investments are not really working out, or maybe where you can kind of pull out of, putting your money in a certain place. Maybe it's not giving you the results that you want. In reverse, injustice, missing information, indecision, and buoyancy. I don't know how to pronounce that, but what I'm kind of getting from this is that some of you are just being very indecisive about some type of, could be like a business venture or a business deal or a partnership of some kind. Could be with a Libra, potentially. But it's saying that maybe there's some more details you need to work out before you go for this opportunity, before you launch, before you commit. Because what I was literally just telling everybody on TikTok and Twitter, if you follow me there, is that during the retrograde in Taurus, Mercury retrograde in general is for revising and reassessing and going back and slowing down. And then in Taurus, directly correlated to our income, our money, our stability, our well-being, our finances. So for a lot of us here, especially fixed signs, you may have these fluctuations of wanting to spend, wanting to really save. So it's like finding that middle ground between, are you like just saving too much and like not investing properly, or maybe you're investing too much or not in the right places. So it does seem like there's like a lot of recessing about like where you've been using your money, how you've been using it, and who you've been using it on. Okay. Now, I want to clarify you're not ready for Scorpios. What is you're not ready about for Scorpios? What is Scorpios? What is that specifically in reference to? Protect your peace. And dead end for Scorpio. There's a secret. Why is there always a secret? Why is there always a secret in our videos, Scorpio? I need to get to the root of this. At the bottom it says secret revealed. Oop, and insecurities are showing, was trying to pop out. Okay. Well, let's just keep it moving. I don't know yet, Scorpio. Let's see where this is going here. Okay, you're not ready. Can we get more clarity for Scorpio? What is Scorpio not ready for? What is Scorpio? Maybe they need to go back and revitalize some things here. What is Scorpio not quite ready for yet? You have healing. What is Scorpio not quite ready for or needs to go back and revisit? You have death or rebirth. That's very Scorpio. What else for Scorpio? Letters in name: A, S, H, L, or N. Forgiveness. The truth will come out. Okay. Let me look more into this secret too. I'm trying to put these pieces together, Scorpio. Bear with me, okay? There's a secret. Tell me about there's a secret for Scorpio. What do they need to know about this? There's a secret. Oops. What does Scorpio need to know about there's a secret? Could be a secret that is revealed about a fire sign. About a fire sign. Or within your friendships. Or maybe you feel like there's something hidden. You know, Scorpios are very good at being able to see things that's happening beneath the surface, or feel things that are happening more so beneath the surface. And it can show up as paranoia for us sometimes, or fear, but there is usually still some type of truth attached to that scenario. So what I'm getting from this so far for what we're not ready for, during this retrograde, it can really highlight for you where you're not ready to proceed in a certain emotional situation, possibly, because there's still more healing for you to do on a certain level. Now, that doesn't mean like we're always healing. So it doesn't mean that you need to like necessarily just completely shut yourself off or like away from other people, but it can just show you where you thought you were ready for more commitment or more intimacy or more vulnerability. And it can just show you that, maybe we need to just go back and rework some of these parts of ourselves, or a certain ending maybe revealed to you, or where you still have to let go of some stuff first before you can embrace the new. And this is going to be very plausible during the time of, we have a full moon eclipse, a lunar eclipse in Scorpio in excuse me, thank you, during May. So May 4th, we're going to have our last completion. It's like our last hoorah of healing work that we have to do, or like that is revealed to us during this eclipse. And that's why I'm starting the workshop on Patreon for Scorpios right at the beginning before that happens, because this is going to be a pretty intense time for us. Okay. With this final eclipse, this is the final eclipse on the axis of Taurus and Scorpio. We're going to be feeling all that purging coming up and all that releasing and all that. Something triggers us to really get it all out of our systems. And so, or like that one last time where it all comes back up for you to like let it go, or like something is revealed, the truth will come out. Full moons are a time of truth being revealed. Okay. And so it can show you where you still need to do that inner work, where you still need to work on forgiveness, or where there has been something hidden from you that is going to be revealed. I'm going to get one more card to see because I'm nosy and I'm Scorpio. So I'm trying to see too. What is this secret with, or in regards to? Tell me more about this secret. Can you tell us more about the secret for Scorpio, or what truth is coming out for the remainder of April going into May? Oh, wait. You have happening quickly. And you have settling for mediocrity. Feelings do not equal facts. Let karma handle it. Now, okay, you have separation. But for some of you, I'm getting a different scenario as well. Listen, okay, like hear me out. Follow me, walk with me, Scorpio. I am hearing that for some of you, there's going to be a situation where you do let your insecurities or your fears or your paranoia get the best of you, right? And then you end up sabotaging or blowing up, or abandoning a situation, or ending a situation, separating from a situation because of your feelings, right? Your feelings really start to override the situation or the facts of it all. Now, especially if you have Scorpio moon like I do, there's a certain type of intensity or rage or just anger or just overwhelming sense of like triggered when you feel like you're going to get hurt, or you're going to get abandoned, or you're going to get rejected. So a lot of Scorpios, like you guys, you're going to be feeling very emotionally heightened, and you may do something like it's like that one last self-sabotaging act that you do, right? Before you have potential to be left or be hurt, like whatever, whatever habits you tend to do, or like if you tend to like get really reactive or triggered and you just like kind of burn the bridge or jump ship. There may be a situation that comes up like that, and you like separate yourself from the situation really quickly. And then you potentially find out that it wasn't all that you thought it was. And so therefore, it really is a eye-opening moment that shows you that you still got some work to do. Like you still got some things to heal. You still got some things to work through on your own. Maybe you have to work more on your boundaries, on articulating your feelings or anything like that. Like I see that some of you maybe just have been letting something build up and build up and build up, and then you kind of like react. And so you're like, wow, didn't know that was still a thing within me. Some of you did a lot of healing work, or maybe you just hadn't had a situation trigger you like that in a while. And so for some of you, it's like you blow up and like that's not the way that you wanted to handle it, right? Because you just weren't really saying what it is that you needed, or you weren't asking those questions. Because Scorpio is a sign that we gather a lot of information, right? We collect data, we're observing in order to protect ourselves and to kind of maintain that sense of control, right? But while we're doing that, we also cannot make certain assumptions, because that can just be like, we're not getting all the pieces. It helps to like ask questions. Like, yes, it is good to do your research. And like, if you want to find something, you're going to find it, right? But for others of you, there can be some type of misunderstanding throughout it. Like even if there is like a secret, right? Or you feel like something is hidden from you, it does not necessarily mean it's something that is going to hurt you. Or it doesn't mean that it's like, all of like what is going on, or like why something is being kept, or whatever the case may be. So there is a very triggering situation when you feel like something is kept from you, or you feel like somebody is not being very open or honest with you. Moment where you kind of are very reactive, or it does cause some issues. Remember, we're going to be in Mercury retrograde. Facts are not feelings. You may feel a certain thing. It doesn't mean that is true all of the time, or there's not 100% truth surrounding the way that you feel about a certain situation. So anyway, let's continue. What is the advice for Scorpio with this happening? What is the advice for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to, hold on. What does Scorpio need to know or do? 2 cards came out. Okay. Completion or closure. What does Scorpio need to, what's the advice for Scorpio with this energy? Soulmate, self-sabotage, family or family issues. Okay, like I said, I do see here there is potential for self-sabotage with you, Scorpio, with this. Let's clarify self-sabotage as advice. You have healer, new job or increase, self-sabotage, house or move. Okay. So I guess this is kind of like, it can be somewhat of like a warning, is like, if you're watching this, you know, and like before, well, you're going to be watching it before the eclipse, is like, just be very careful of self-sabotaging, and going, like, falling into that last trap of like moving back into bad habits or reactivity, or allowing your triggers to like cause you to do something impulsive, or like say things that are impulsive, right? Because you have a lot of other good things that are on the horizon. For some of you, it's a new job or an increase that you may get rewarded with if you don't self-sabotage another situation, if it's work related for some of you. Scorpio and Chiron, especially with this one, the healer, the wounded healer. So I have Scorpio and Chiron. So wherever you have your Chiron, that's where you experience the most pain, but you're able to also heal other people through that. So for others of you, if you really do your best to, instead of like blow up or go off or storm out or end something, you really work through your feelings, and you really like work on like communication, or not letting things build up or bubble up, especially with family. There's going to be some unfinished business that comes back around where you have to like articulate how you feel, or it's an opportunity to speak your mind and not like just like suppress it or develop resentment. Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn may be significant, where you can close out the cycle, complete this cycle of like instability or reactivity, and you can just move on and you can be more stable in your life. But I do feel like it's kind of like a little bit of a test here, even though the test card did not come out. That's kind of what I'm getting from it. So it's like with the protect your peace card as well, it's like you can protect your peace in a way that is not volatile. Okay, so that's what we're really trying to work on here, in a way that is not so angry, that is more calm. Because sometimes what happens is like, I know for me, like the biggest thing that has like always plagued me is like when I let things build up and then I kind of explode at another circumstance that may not even be related to why I'm mad. It's like people focus more on your reaction versus what you're saying. And they're like, well, you were rude, you were yelling at me, you were this and that. And so when you work through those feelings and you're able to communicate in a more like, you know, calm way, more straightforward, not like so much fueled by emotions, especially if you have emotional authority in your chart, it does help people receive it more, and it helps you to just feel more in power and in control versus like just going off the deep end. So it's just something to think about. And I'll be helping you guys work through these emotions as well in May, like I mentioned. All right, so for Scorpio, what else is coming towards Scorpio in April, the rest of April going into May? What else is coming towards Scorpio? 2 of Cups in reverse with this energy. Scorpio, this energy. So on the other side of the spectrum, for some of you Scorpios, like first, you know, I have mentioned that self-sabotage is possible. But if there does happen to be a secret that comes out that is like an actual secret, it's actually not a good thing, or you had a hunch about it, that is also an opportunity for you to really, really like work through those emotions and make peace with the situation and accept what happened. And it's going to be hard not to like go off and like want to get revenge and like be very upset and angry. But like I said, this eclipse is going to, this last hoorah, whatever it's bringing up is going to bring it up for you to clear it out, not for you to go back into your old habits of like getting even, or like just harboring anger, harboring resentment, and really showing you how to practice like releasing control, right? And releasing the illusion of control, and like thinking that people can take that from you. Even if it seems like they've taken something from you, nobody can take what is yours. You have control, you have the power. Nobody can take that, okay? And so there's an opportunity for you to start fresh, start a new chapter. Got this tower at the bottom, didn't come out though. You got the 10 of Swords at the top. To end that cycle, okay? Start a new one. Ace of Pentacles, World card. Start on a solid foundation. Even if it's an ending or a disruption in a relationship, it's going to really show you like, hey, focus on your healing, protect your peace. Everything, you can't find control by doing something to somebody else or anything outside of you. Your power and control is only coming from within. It can only be found from within. So whatever comes up or that's revealed to you about yourself, that is where you start to heal that area and accept the circumstances and forgive yourself. What is the advice for Scorpio? You have the 5 of Pentacles here twice. Tell me about 5 of Pentacles for Scorpio as advice. 3 of Swords. 10 of Swords reverse. It's like about really making peace with those feelings of loss, and like where you maybe try to avoid heartbreak or pain. This can be you try to avoid it and you create it, right? That's self-sabotage. When you try to avoid something in order to prevent pain from the situation, and you kind of create the ending that you were trying to avoid. Like if you're afraid of being abandoned, you abandon the situation and you create the scenario, the abandonment. So, you know, that's going to be revealed to you, like where you have that habit of expecting loss and then creating the loss prematurely, or where you need to like really take a loss and like fully grieve that loss or accept the disappointment so that you can move on in a healthier way, right? Or where you're trying to like run away from endings from happening. Endings are a part of life, inevitable. 3 of Swords, and like where you still need healing at is going to be shown to you, is going to be revealed. And for some of you, the healing that you're experiencing or the pain you're experiencing is from childhood. It's not even happening in real time. You're just reliving the situations over and over and expecting it to keep happening over and over. You go towards these situations that mirror your past and your childhood, and then they cause pain because it's familiar, it's comfortable. And so it's really wrapping up these cycles to show you a full circle moment of clarity, where it's like a lot of pain sometimes we give to ourselves, right? We carry around with us and we project it onto other people, and we expect other people to hurt us, or we go towards the people that like mirror people that have hurt us and end up in the same cycle because we're not choosing to go towards something unfamiliar, which can be stability, which can be not chaos, right? Scorpio's comfort zone can sometimes be chaos, unfortunately. And when you finally understand that and you learn it, then you will move towards true stability, what real healthy relationship dynamics look like. And you won't be stuck in the survival mode of feeling that loss and trying to avoid it and escape it. You won't have to do that anymore. But it's going to show you something first, okay? So that's what we have for you, Scorpio. Pretty intense. Yeah, get on the Patreon. I'm gonna help us get through this because it seems like a lot. Thank you, Scorpios, for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know down in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.